everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I am bringing you another Yarnie update. So, it's been a rather productive month. I have quite a few finished objects to show you, and some of them you have not even seen as works in progress, so that's kind of exciting. So I'll just get right into it. The first finished object that I completed in May was the Campfire Cardigan, and let me just find the right side up. It is this, which is kind of hard to see. Let me try to put it on for you, though I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it very well because my camera's kind of close today. I wanted to be able to show you guys the objects a little closer. If you are wondering about my new background, this is my Lula throw that I made about a year ago. I worked on it right before I got my onboarding call for LuLaRoe, and if you don't know, I am a LuLaRoe consultant, so I take this with me to shows and things. You could just make like a square throw like this and like change all the colors. It would be really cute. But let me stand up for you. So it's made, the Campfire Cardigan is made with 2 hexagons, and they're like granny. And so I used Red Heart ombre yarn, which is how you're getting this really nice change in color. And I also used Red Heart in deep teal, I think it's called, or teal. I think the ombre is called deep teal and the solid is called teal. So it also has this hood, which is super long, as you can see, but serves its purpose. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's going to be really great when it starts getting cold. Right now it is not cold where I am, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm very happy with this. I had actually bought the yarn to make this in January. I was going to take it on the plane to work on as like a little thing because I don't like to fly and I need something to keep me busy. But I ended up working on a pair of socks, which I've shown you before. So yeah, it didn't take me very long to make this at all. And I'm very pleased with it. I did make some modifications. I made the size large, extra large, according to the pattern. And once you're done with the hexagons and you sew them together to make the body, you're supposed to add on rows for the sleeve, but I decided not to add on any rows and I just did the single crochet edging because the sleeves were long enough for me. And they're very nice, like kimono style sleeves, which is going to be great in case I want to layer something underneath it. So yeah, my Campfire Cardigan. It is a free pattern. On Ravelry, if you go and do the purchase button, I think it's like $2 or $3. But if you go to the linked website on the Ravelry page and go to her blog, the pattern is free. So yeah, this is my first finished object. You're gonna see that there is a theme to my objects this month. My next finished object is the pair of socks that I had mentioned. These are the All Is Calm socks. Pattern is from Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears podcast. This pattern is a patron only pattern and it was released as a Christmas gift to all of their patrons. So I made this with Patton's Croy Socks yarn in turquoise stripes. And let me just hold one up closer for you. You can see there's like an eyelet pattern. Can you see? There's an eyelet pattern on the ankle and then on the top of the foot, and then just plain stockinette, heel and gusset. And yeah, this is my first pair of fingering weight socks. I have done a couple of worsted weight pairs before, but this is my first completed pair of fingering weight socks. They fit perfectly. I'm very happy with these. And yeah, so this will be my second item for my rucksack in the Climb Every Mountain Cal, which is being hosted by the Bakery Bears, again for patrons only. My first item for my rucksack was my Mercury pullover, which you saw in my very first Yarnie update. So yeah, I'm really liking these. I've already washed them and they're ready to wear, but I'm kind of savoring them for a little bit. My next finished item is this Crocheted Owl. This is for the Not Forgotten organization. It's a charity organization that distributes these stuffies to displaced children. I believe the organization is based in Australia and New Zealand. So once we get a fair amount of stuffies to box, we will ship them to Australia. The patterns are free on the Not Forgotten website, but you have to become a maker in order to get the patterns. This crocheted pattern was done by Milena Rufato, and as you can see, I made modifications as well. I did put a little colored border around the eyes. I made my own nose with knit stitches, and then I used the knit pattern. There's a knit pattern for the owl. I used the knit pattern for the wings as opposed to the crocheted wings because I liked the look of this better. I added this detail here in the front, and I decided not to put in the pigtails and the bow to make it a boy owl instead. I thought a boy would like an owl, or if a girl wanted a boy owl instead of a girl owl. I thought the colors were better suited for a boy owl. So yeah, I really like this. And again, you can see where my color theme is. Teal and turquoise are my favorite colors. I just used my leftover teal yarn from my Campfire Cardigan for the body, and then scraps of this turquoise color and the gray, and then like red heart, super saver, and white, which I have all the time. In fact, they were it was left over from making the Lula throw. The knit pattern for the owl is done by Jennifer Wang. So most of the Not Forgotten stuffies are crocheted. Jennifer Wang did an owl and a monkey for those who knit, and they all kind of look like this, where there's no arms, and you've got the two legs, and it's just kind of squarish on the top, I guess you say. And then you make it the other animals by adding the features. So I think there's like a bear and there's a lion. My mom's working on a unicorn. Like I said, there's a knit monkey. I'm not sure if there's a crochet monkey. But yeah, this is super easy. I'm not very versed in toy making. So obviously I'm a little off center, but I think it adds some character having the eyes off center like that. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this. It took me 2 nights, I think, to create this. It's taking my mom a little bit longer to make her unicorn, but she didn't work on it monogamously like I worked on this. So yeah, I'm really happy with this, and I hope that it will bring a smile to a child's face. My last finished item is my 4th block in the Sesame Street cowl, and that is Elmo. Elmo was done in Karen 1 pound in the red Heart Super Saver in the white and black, and then Red Heart Super Saver again for the nose. So yeah, this is my 4th block, done in Tunisian crochet as the rest of the blocks are. So those were the 4 items that I finished in May. I feel like I accomplished a lot. But I'm very happy with everything that I've completed. So now let's get into works in progress. And because I finished so many items, I don't have very many works in progress to show you this month. So I'll start off, since we ended with Elmo, I'll start off with my 5th block in the Sesame Street cowl. That's Big Bird. So I've done about this month. I'm getting ready to put the eyes in. And this is also done in yellow Red Heart Super Saver. Still with my knit picks. Caspian wood crochet hook, size H. And so that will be getting some attention because Big Bird needs some eyes. Housing it in my Haunted Mansion bag, which I've been using for that cowl. If you're interested in working on those squares, the Facebook group where we can get all the patterns will be linked down below. They are only on Facebook, so unfortunately if you don't have access to Facebook, I don't believe you'll be able to get the graphs to do the squares. And then my next work in progress, housed in my Hawaiian bag that my mother made for me, is a new pair of socks. Now if you remember last month in my Yarnie update, I showed you an acquisition that I picked up from the yarn crawl that was happening in April, and that was this gorgeous skein, which is now Kate. This is the House of a la Mode Glitter Beach Bum, and it's the fingering weight. I believe it is 80% merino superwash and 20% nylon, 400 yards. So this was the yarn that my daughter decided on, and she asked for a pair of socks. And so because I would like a pair of socks also, we decided on Shorty socks. So she will get a pair of Shorty socks, and I will get a pair of Shorty socks, hopefully. And so to make the yarn last a little longer, go a little further, we're doing heels, cuffs, and toes in a different color. The pattern I am using is called the Strawberry Sparkle Shorty Socks, and it looks like that. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. The tag down here says the Nitty Ninja. So they're just a pair of socks with a swirl pattern on them. And so far I have this much done. This is the first sock. So I've got a few more rows of ribbing before that beautiful yarn goes in. This leads me into acquisitions, actually. Excuse me. And so I had to pick up some yarn to do the heels, cuffs, and toes. And she decided that she would like her color to be black, because that is her signature color. So I picked this up. This is the Nettle sock yarn from Onion Knit. This is 70% wool, 30% nettle fibers. So again, it looks like this. It's a bit heathered. It feels very nice. I heard about this on the Bakery Bears podcast, and yeah, so I thought I'd try it out. I got it from Fairlight Fibers, I believe it is. It's the only place in the US that you could order this yarn from, I think. I just looked at it on Ravelry, and it linked me to that website. Very happy with their service. It was very fast. They're located in Washington State. And yeah, so I picked up black for her. And what color do you think I picked up for myself? Teal. So I've got this color. I haven't actually looked at it next to the glitter beach bum, but I think they should go to, yeah, they'll go together. That is fine. So this will be for my heels, cuffs, and toes. So that's all the works in progress I have right now. And then, well, I already showed you some acquisitions as well. I have 3 more acquisitions to share with you. I mentioned last month that I was waiting on 3 balls of self-striping yarn. I had ordered them from a sale, and they are from Night Owl Fibers. So the first one I picked up was this one. I thought it was very Halloween-y. Would make a perfect, like, witchy pair of socks. This color is called Block Party. This one is on her Strong Twist base. It is 400 yards, 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon. So that's Block Party. Then I picked up this one, which is kind of blowing out because the light is really close, but here we go. It's got some sparkle in it. Not sure if you can see that, but it's such a fun, bright skein or ball. This one is in Flip Flop Fun. This is on her Sparkle sock base. 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. And then the last ball I picked up was this one. It's turquoise, purple, and gray. I'm truthfully not a big fan of purple, but I picked up 2 balls of self-striping yarn with purple in it. That's okay. This one's on her high twist sock, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and this one is called on the My Favorite Things colorway. And then if you want to see her business card, Night Owl Fibers. And so yeah, that is all I have for you this month. I don't have very many other things that I'm working on right now. Truthfully, I have been dealing with a little bit of pain in my hands and arms. I'm not quite sure what's causing it. Work has been a bit stressful. I haven't been crafting as much as I usually do though, even though it looks like I got through a lot of projects. I have been trying to alternate the crochet and the knit to kind of not give myself like a repetitive strain injury, but there have been nights where I couldn't even pick up either a needle or a hook because I was just in pain. I've been doing a lot of typing at the office, so that might be contributing to the pain. Right now, the last couple of days have been okay, so hopefully I'll be able to get more things done. And yeah, so let me know what you're working on, or if you've made any of the things that I have shared with you today. I will have links to everything that I discussed, either my project pages or the organization Not Forgotten that I mentioned, the Facebook group for the Sesame Street Beginner Crochet Along, if you're interested in that. And yeah, I hope you're all doing great. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.